Hi, this is a bit of a different video. I'm sat on my bedroom floor. I'm filming this on my phone, no fancy cameras, audio, or anything like that. Just don't have the mental energy to set that all up. So a bit of an update then. I've been quite quiet on social media for quite a while now. Haven't really posted much, and I've been really struggling mentally. It's been really tough. Breathe again. It's just getting to the point now where it's a little bit uncontrollable, a little bit unmanageable, a little bit too much, and I don't really know what to do. I'm in the process of thinking about starting counselling again. But anyway, so what I was going to talk about was Kaftrio and how I feel about it. Because there's a lot been going on. It was licensed a couple of weeks ago now. When that news came out that it had been licensed early, instead of being excited and happy about it, I was filled with dread, I guess, anxiety, felt very overwhelmed. And I know I'm really lucky to have, the genes to have Kaftrio. Everyone else was celebrating and was really excited and happy about it, and then there was me, and I wasn't, and it was just like, why do I have to be like this? Why can't I just be happy that this drug is out? And every time I see something on wherever, it's just instantaneous. It's so instinctive reaction to, I feel it all like bubbling up in here, and then it just builds up in here to the point where it gets so loud. Sometimes I literally have to cover my ears to try and make it stop. I felt a little bit like this before I started Simkevi. But for Kaftrio, if the trigger for Simkevi was like a gunshot, then the trigger for Kaftrio is like an explosion in here. And I don't really know how to deal with that. Because damn it, come on, Kate, come on. I don't really know how to deal with this anymore. I feel really bad for even thinking like this, because obviously there's 10% of the population who can't, and not only the 10%, but the people who've had lung transplants. Some people are on different types of medication and can't take Kaftrio, or some people have problems with other organs in their bodies, which means they can't have Kaftrio. So it's really conflicting, because I'm like, I know I shouldn't be feeling this, because I should be really happy about this. So I'm suppressing, I think I'm suppressing a lot of this anxiety, because I'm like, Kate, you should be like this, but I'm not. And I think one of the issues with this is the, life-changing, life-saving drugs sort of thing. And there's a lot more success stories with Kaftrio than there is with Simkevi. And the amount of pressure and expectation that is on Kaftrio is way beyond anything that I've ever felt on Simkevi. And yes, there's a lot more success stories. And for some reason, I've assumed ever since Kaftrio came out that it would be the perfect drug. Everyone would experience these amazing jumps and these amazing changes. And then I go onto a Facebook group, and I was shocked at the amount of versatile reactions to Kaftrio. Some people were like, it's incredible, look how amazing this has done, it's literally transformed my life, which is amazing, don't get me wrong. And then there are other people who's like, it's kind of done something, but doesn't really done anything. I was so angry at myself for thinking that this drug was going to be perfect. I was just so naive to think that could be the case, when of course it's not, because everyone reacts to everything so differently with CF. It's not one size fits all, is it? One of the biggest things that I'm worried about, that I've seen crop up from quite a few people now, is the side effects, the mental health side effects repercussions of it. I've had quite a few people say now that, you know, their anxiety has increased, their panic attacks have increased, and they feel like they're in, you know, got more brain fog or something like that. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here and I'm like already having so much anxiety and panic attacks and brain fog, and so I'm having anxiety about getting more anxiety which only causes more anxiety. So I just don't feel like I can cope with the build-up anymore, you know? And I feel like I am the only one who is reacting like this, who feels this way, because everyone is so happy and excited and shouting about it, as they should be. But I just feel entirely alone with how I'm feeling. I think it's just feeling lonely in a community of people who you connect with. That's it, isn't it? That's probably it, Kate. Like I said, I've tried to stay away from social media because this is what the reaction is causing, but the more I stay away from it, and then I suddenly come back to it one day and it's like there, and it's just worse than it was before, and I kind of feel like I'm being over dramatic or something, because it's like, hey, you know, you're lucky to be able to try it. I have a lot going on right now, a lot of personal issues that I'm trying to deal with, and I've been struggling to breathe for the last couple of days. So here's the thing, like I try to stay as positive as I can on my channel and wherever I am, but sometimes it's just not the reality of my life, and I always try and be as honest as I can with you guys. Not in any way trying to cast shadows on Kaftrio or, you know, anything like that. I think it's just where my state of mind is at the moment. And just one more thing, if you've messaged me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of that stuff, and I haven't got back to you, I know I've got messages since July that I haven't responded to yet. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry if I haven't replied to you. I will try to at some point if it's appropriate. I just don't really know what to do right now. That's what anxiety does, isn't it? I think it's hard when you feel like this and you feel totally alone in it as well. I tweeted about the anxiety for Kaftrio a couple of weeks ago, and 2 really good pieces of advice I got from someone who had already started it was, 1, don't compare yourself to other people's stories and other people's journeys. Just focus on yourself and on your own journey. And the other piece of advice was to stay off Facebook groups, which I wish I had done in the beginning. Someone else very rightly pointed out that it's not always about the big jump in lung functions. You know, people always look at those numbers and the statistics of it. It's not always about that. It's more about your quality of life, and if Kaftrio can stabilise that, then that's incredible. I've been doing a lot of research lately about all the different drugs that are in clinical trials and what's been done for the 10%, and there's so much out there, guys. It's not just Kaftrio and then that's it. You know, there's amplifiers out there which will amplify the effects of the modulator drugs, whichever modulator drug you're on. There's other triple combo drugs that are being worked on, and at first I was like, why are they doing more modulator drugs when we have Kaftrio or Trikafta? And then it hit me like, oh yeah, because everyone reacts differently, Kate. Everyone is so unique, so people might not, you know, react well to Kaftrio, but that's okay because there are other modulator drugs in the pipeline that might work better for these other people. And for the people who are, you know, the 10%, there's ELX02, which is in phase 2, of clinical trials. There's HIT-CF, which is the human individualized treatment for CF, where they take a rectal biopsy. I didn't explain this very well. So they take a rectal biopsy, and then with that tissue they culture a mini organoid in the lab, and then with drugs that are already out there they test them on the mini organoid, and if it proves to have a positive response, then it's likely that it could work for the person who gave that tissue in the first place. So there's HIT-CF being done, there's ELXO2, there's mRNA therapy, which is for everyone with CF, regardless of your mutation. There's a lot being done. And I think it was announced recently that Vertex have put in an application to the FDA to try their drugs, Symkevi, Symdeko, Orkambi, Kalydeco, Trikafta, on people with rarer mutations. There's stuff out there. Just in a bit of a rut. Could say that, Kate, yeah. I'm sorry it's not a usual fun video. I just haven't posted a video in so long, and that's given me anxiety as well. So I just wanted to do a little update on where I am and my thoughts, and maybe someone else out there feels the same. And this will help them feel less alone. And will help me feel less alone in how I'm feeling as well. I'm hoping that once I start it, it'll be fine, but this build-up has been really tough for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's just a bit of an honest, real chat with how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you're all doing well, keeping safe, and subscribe if you wanna. And I will see you in the next one.